Hi, everyone. I'm Seth.
Hi, guys. I'm Monique.
And this is
Gay Math. The Gay Math Podcast.
With Seth
and Monique.
This is Gay Math.
Okay.
With Seth and Monique. Ooh, spooky.
Spooky.
Wait, who are these two divas? Who are these two divas on cam? If you can't see us right now, should we walk them through what we look like?
Yes.
If you're listening on, what are the options? Like Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Right.
If you're not seeing us, you need to know what we look like right now.
Yes. So currently I am classically Monique wearing all black. However.
Yes. No one's shocked by that information.
Okay. However,
with gold accessories.
Of course, I'm a gold girly till the day that I die.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also wearing black angel wings. So I'm a dark angel, I guess.
Love that.
Yeah.
You're not doing the all white.
No,
thing.
no, ma'am. I even like literally, if I was an angel, I could not be wearing all white.
No, you'd be like, God, listen.
Yeah.
Well, I can be an angel, but the all white thing, white's not my color.
We have to like spice it up. Give me some black. I'll still be wonderful and good and beautiful.
Of course.
I just need a little bit of a color change, unfortunately.
I think God would be okay with that.
Yeah, he like accepts me as I am.
Right. And my current state, I am dressed as Ken from Barbie.
Way more advanced than what I got going on.
But specifically, the Mojo Dojo Casa House Ken with the floor-length white fur coat.
Yes.
The electric pants, the headband, the sunglasses, the fanny pack that says Ken. I got it all.
Yeah, so I'm wearing one thing. Seth is wearing like a
62,000 items. Oh, and the hand gloves, the leather hand gloves as well.
Yeah.
But I wore this to my birthday party last year.
Yes.
Which was a Halloween birthday party, which was insane. We were just kind of like talking about it, going down memory lane. I also got home the next day and there was a lollipop stuck to this coat.
Stop.
So that was good. And yeah, I was telling her I didn't make out with any cute boys at my own birthday party dressed like this.
Yeah, which is very unfortunate because Seth is quite literally, if you can't see, because again, you're not watching YouTube, he's quite literally shirtless.
Yeah, I'm basically naked. I was basically asking people to make out with me and it just didn't happen. But this year I demand my Halloween kiss.
Yeah.
I demand.
Like, also, okay, speaking of kiss, which I'm so glad you brought that up. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, you're so welcome.
I have never had any of, like, the kisses. Any, like New Year's.
I was like, what's the big one?
Christmas.
Yeah.
I've never
like the
had
mistletoe. Me neither. I've never had, like, a meaningful kiss.
No, girl.
That sounds really sad.
Wait, stop. Let me think of the last time I've kissed somebody.
Me too.
Wait, I'm going to cry, I think. Wait, stop.
Wait, when was the last time you kissed someone?
Well, bitch.
Did I tell you about the last guy that I kissed from this past weekend? And he was 6'9". 6'9", folks. 6'9".
I think I might vomit.
Yeah, it was a little much for me. Like foot taller than me.
Where did you meet this person?
At church? No, Grindr.
Oh. Girl, I was like, are you holding out on me?
Imagine. And I meet a 6'9" man that I kissed.
Imagine if Seth went to church without me. I would never forgive him for that. Because
that would be shady as hell.
Yeah, because I am going to church once again for like the first time ever. And imagine he went to the rant.
And I've been like, I'm never stepping foot in one again. Meanwhile, I'm going by myself.
I would be
without
so
you.
pissed off. I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me?
That would be shady.
But okay, love that for you.
So Sunday was the last time I kissed someone.
Love that. Let's go back into the archives.
The Rolodex.
Oh God, girl.
Rewind.
Wait, I swear to God. No.
When was this? When was it?
I don't think I've kissed anyone since I moved here, like way before I moved here. The last person I kissed, well, which I will tell you this short story time because it's like kind of funny.
Okay.
But
would love to hear.
So when I was living in New York, it was when I was still going to church at the time.
Okay. Good old folk song.
Oh, Yeah.
Hillsong mentioned.
And I was doing a youth program because I was like a leader within the like youth and whatever. And I did a couple different things within the youth team, but we had a service and it was Valentine's Day, and it was all about like, right. It was all about sex and like teaching the kids that if you have done something that's okay.
I forgot this was for children.
Yeah.
Love that.
They're like, if you have done something, that's okay. And if, you know, if you want to be like, you want to abstain, stuff like that, you can do that. Like being positive and not like demonizing it for them, you know,
or villainizing them for having normal feelings.
Yeah. And talking to them about what it means to have feelings and how to like navigate that, which was really great. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool, and if I was younger, I would have loved to hear some of the stuff they were saying. I would have 1000%
appreciated that instead of like abstain, you're gonna go to hell.
It was more like, we know this is a modern world, we don't want you to feel like you can't talk to anybody and like stuff like that,
and if you're gonna do it safely.
Yes,
we can't have 16-year-old pregnancies. We can't be doing all that.
They're like, we want to protect you, we want to be like what is it, like a something that you can reach out to for help, like stuff like that. But anyways, so we finished this service, and
are you using the children's Valentine's Day service to get a little smooching?
No, you don't even know.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, I took the train home because I took the train home, and I'm on the train. It's the middle of the night because these services ended like maybe at like 8 or something like that, but it takes a while to clean up and everything, so I'm getting home.
You're not leaving at 8 when they end at 8.
No, I'm leaving at like 10, 11 maybe. So I'm on the train, it's the middle of the night, and a guy gets on, and I'm like, why does he look so familiar? It's somebody that I went to middle school with.
You're joking.
No, I'm not joking. And I'm wearing this, like, I think I was wearing like a heavy coat, my hair was out, like it was insane. And I was just like, okay. So I pretended not to see him, and I even
classic.
Like, I turned and like I was like,
I bet you were like on your phone,
no,
like
literally
doing anything,
girl, pretending. And then he walked up to me, walked in front of me, and goes, I love how you're pretending that you don't see me.
Clocked.
And I was like,
not him reading you the house down boots right there on the subway.
And immediately I was like,
oh, you noticed that old thing,
right? And so we're talking, whatever, we're catching up because I haven't seen him in years.
Right.
And right. And then
just clean. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetie.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm catching up with him, we're talking, and he's with a friend. So they're like going back to like this to like Hoboken because they're gonna go drink more. And then he's like, you know what, like, why don't you go? I'll meet you like there to his friend. And I'm like, okay. So then I do the thing that lots of girls do.
Okay.
I was like,
teach me the move.
Okay, sometimes like, not that I like to act stupid, because no, I'm not, but like I like to like sometimes guys need to feel like they're needed in situations.
They're so fragile. They're just so fragile.
So I was like, I literally was like, oh my God, like, I don't like, yeah, like it's so scary having to walk home at night. Like, I can't believe, like, I think I'm gonna get off at the next stop. And
if only there was a big, strong, young, handsome, strapping man to, like, I don't know, like, walk me home. That would just be like, it would just feel so much safer.
And then he goes, actually, you know what? Get off at the next stop with me. I have my car. Like, I'll drive you. Which I didn't clock that at that moment that I shouldn't get in the car with this person because they've been drinking. I was
didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that. I was just wrapped up in the moment of like seeing this guy again.
Yeah.
So we walk to his car, he like takes me in the car, and then he's like driving me home, and we're catching up again. And by the way, we talk about like everything. He's like, remember when you used to be mean to me? And I was like, I was never mean to you. In fact, you used to bully me along with your little like friends, whatever. And he was like, no, I know, like I was like mean to you, but I just like, I really actually liked you, and I just didn't know how to like, you know. And then even more backstory is we ended up like talking to each other after middle school when I was already moved away in upstate New York in high school.
Right.
We like got back in contact. He was like, I like you so much, like whatever. And we talked for like weeks. When I went back to the city, like I would see him a couple times and like all this stuff.
Right.
So that's everything you need to know, right?
Okay.
So he drives me home. He drives past my house. And I'm like, oh, that's my house. And he's like, oh, I know. He's like, I got you, don't worry. He drives to like this place back behind my house, like around the corner, and it's like a parking lot, and it's a parking lot that nobody really uses. And then he stops the car, and then he like looks at me, and I'm like, I'm like, oh fuck, like it's on, bitch. I'm like, it's on.
It's about to get steamy in here.
So at this time, I'm very Christian, and he goes, like, so what are you doing now? Like, what's your tea? And I was like, I just got out of like this Christian thing for like my church. He goes, it'd always be the Christian girls. And I'm like, are you suggesting I'm promiscuous? And he was like, let's be for real, you're a freak. And I was like, oh, okay, which I fear you are. But like in the safety of your own, like, you know. Yes, just a little freak, okay? So, and I was like being coy about it, but anyways, basically he ends up kissing me. We're like making out. He's like touching me like around.
Oh.
And I'm like,
did it get the kitty purring?
Yeah, he might have like put his hand on, but I can't remember. But anyways, so.
And on the Lord's Day.
Girl, I know, right? Like, Jesus Christ.
I know. You left church and you're getting dicked down in the parking lot.
And then we were talking about like other stuff, and like I did not suck his you-know-what, guys.
Aww. Not me being disappointed.
No, but I didn't, because I think I was like scared, and I didn't know how to do it, and I was like, okay, like I don't want to be embarrassed in front of this person.
Right. Which, listen, if you put your mouth on it, it's gonna, like, unless you like bite down, you know, there's no need to pressure yourself, folks. That's all I'm saying. Right.
So basically this finishes. He drives me back around to my place, and then he locks the car door as I'm about to get out, and he goes, you can't leave until you give me your phone number. And I was like, okay. So I give him my phone number.
Smooth.
He kisses me on the fucking forehead.
No.
Like, he's my man.
No, stop it right there. Pump the brakes. Girl. Put on the emergency lights. We gotta pull over for a second.
Don't ever kiss me on the fucking forehead unless you, like, you're my, like
unless we're 6 weeks out from a proposal, you're not kissing me on the fucking forehead.
Don't kiss.
What are we no. Right. Unless that's your long-term boyfriend. We're not throwing around forehead kisses.
Don't kiss me on the forehead.
That's gonna piss me off.
He kissed me on the forehead. No. He's like, okay, I'll see you soon, like, whatever. And I'm like, okay, like, bye, like, whatever. And then I go upstairs, and it's a Friday.
Okay.
So I have church on Sunday. I go to church on Sunday, and I tell my friends about this story. I'm like, oh my God, like, we reconnected. Like, it might be cute. Like, I used to like him so much. Like, it's exciting, blah, blah. Why do I I go to like pull up his profile to show my friends him at church. The first post, everyone, happy Valentine's Day, babe. I love you so much. You're the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. So that was my last kiss, everyone.
My question is, when did he have the time to have this whole romance with you and then also hang out with his girlfriend? Like, I fear he might have hung out with her during the day, did Valentine's Day stuff, went out at night with his friends, and then that's when he saw me. And then because also, which I didn't clock until later, but someone called him when we were in the car, and I could see it on the thing. Oh my God. And I was like, I thought it was like maybe his sister or whatever, because I didn't know like if he had a sister or whatever. I knew him, but not like in terms of like his family, like stuff. Right. So I saw the name and I was like, oh, like probably his friends. And I remember him going, I'm just like so popular. And I didn't clock that meant something else. What the actual?
I just remembered another part of the story. Oh my God. So I went to work And I told my friends about this after discovering he had a girlfriend, all this stuff. I went to work, told my friends about it. They were like, you have to tell his girlfriend. And I was like, yeah, right. And they're like, yeah, you like have, because if it happened that quickly with you, who knows what he's doing with other people.
Right.
So I told her.
And also you would want to know if you were on the other side.
Exactly. My man's posting me and he's like kissing another bitch at night. I'll fucking kill you.
Literally.
So he then I told his girlfriend, she's like, thank you so much for telling me, like, when was this, like, blah blah whatever. Rue, when was this? And then we move on from this whole situation, whatever, and then randomly, like, I don't remember when it was, if I was living in LA at the time, but I don't know if I hit him up or he hit me up, and we started talking, and he called me on the phone, and we spoke all night, and he was like, I can't believe you did that, blah blah. And I was like, okay, but like, what was I supposed to do?
Literally.
I was like, you put me in that position, blah blah.
Yeah, fully.
And then he's talking to me about like how he misses me, or he would come out to see me, like if he knew like it was cool that he could like do whatever. And I'm like, who? Like, what are you?
Yeah, what?
And basically, right? And then he's like, I want to see you, blah blah. And I'm like, so yeah.
What?
Like,
what are these men out here doing?
Right. Craziest.
Like,
I just like
jail for all of them. I just can't imagine spending the day with my partner doing Valentine's Day stuff and then going and making out with someone else.
So
that's just insane.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought up the whole kissing situation, because I feared that, in fact, that was my very last kiss, and I haven't kissed anyone since, and I literally want to like jump out of a fucking window. So,
well, I feel like you're gonna have a kiss this year. I feel like it's gonna happen. At the very least, a kiss, a smooch. From my mouth to, what is it? From my mouth to the Lord's ears. What's the saying?
Yes,
something like that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Girl.
You're going to kiss someone.
Please.
Unfortunately, your first kiss was a little more impactful than mine.
Yeah. Like, also, I didn't even kiss that guy that I went on a date with, which I don't think it wasn't kiss worthy, because I didn't feel it, but.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you need to go on more dates then.
Girl, how? Which, by the way,
next topic, big news, everyone.
He goes, I need to go on more dates. How? Because we made a pact to delete our dating apps.
And you know what I've kind of told myself? And I don't know that I'm going to stick to this, so I'm fearful to put it out on the podcast, but I've told myself that I'm not downloading dating apps again until I have a job. How does everyone feel about this? Because it could be months until I get a job. True. But I was like, first of all, dating apps, they're a really big distraction. They're a really big time suck. And when I don't have like a strict schedule right now. So I'm doing work during like working hours, but I'm just like afraid that if I downloaded it, it would just be a distraction. And yeah, I'm also over it. So I'm like, maybe that would be like a cute, fun goal. Like, I don't download Hinge again until I have a job. But I still download and use Grindr, but only for like hookups.
Okay, so
you could I would approve that.
Use what?
If you use like Tinder or something.
Yeah,
I just don't know.
Tinder's the worst, because if we remember correctly, past couple episodes, didn't I get catfished from fucking Tinder?
That is true.
Girl, there's no way out for me.
Okay, if you hook up with someone, I approve that.
Yeah, because.
But also, you can download it whenever you want to. But we just made like a little. It would be like cute and fun to like not have dating apps until we go to New York. Yeah. So.
And you know what the funny thing is? I keep seeing videos about Hinge now, like all over my For You page.
Me too. Ever since we've deleted it, they've been everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen both negative and positive videos about Hinge. But also, why am I seeing videos of people being like, here's my husband that I married and I met off Hinge. Here's my boyfriend we've been dating for... Fuck you.
When I see someone post a video with their boyfriend, with their partner, it sends me into a rage that it's hard to like describe, put words into how I feel. And I just want to say, if you do have a boyfriend and you're posting cutesy videos with him, like you're on my list. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so irritating. Also, side note, did you see that comment on our YouTube video the other day that was like, stop saying over the whole time she's talking? And I was like, so sorry that I'm an active, engaged listener. So while you were telling your story earlier, I was like, am I saying too much?
Stop.
Because apparently people have a problem with it.
Which I don't give a fuck. Say what you want about me. Like literally, I've been bullied to shit. I almost ended my life. You cannot say anything to me at this point.
That's true.
That's gonna hurt me.
That's true. Maybe that's why we have thick skin and like,
girl,
hate comments don't really like bother me. I'm like, I just don't care. Like, you don't know me. I don't know you. Like,
like,
it doesn't affect me at all. Like, you're not like my friend.
Exactly. What are you gonna possibly say? Oh, I'm fat, I'm ugly. Wrong. Period. Move on. Like,
exactly. Also, I've been called that many times, and also as if fat is a bad thing.
Right. Like, okay.
It's like you're just stating a fact.
Like,
I would be like,
all right.
yeah, I am fat. You're skinny. Like, we're just stating facts here.
Like, what about it, girl? Because your dad is in my DMs. Like,
which, do you think you've like ever kissed a man that was like a dad? Because I definitely have. And I fear that like maybe he had a wife and like snuck away.
Girl.
But I don't know that. And it was like a one-time hookup. Okay. And it wouldn't be the first time I've kissed someone's boyfriend, right?
Oh.
Right?
And you know what? I have no further comment on that.
I will not address the allegations at this time.
No further comments on that. But yeah, no. So we decided, like we said, to delete our dating apps. However, here's the problem with me. Tell us your problem. I don't mind deleting dating apps, obviously, because here's my thing. I never want to be like so focused on like dating that it takes over everything else.
Yes. And it can be a very, very distracting.
Right. But also my thing is, I think it feels different for me because I've never had those experiences. Like I've only been on one date. I've never had like a relationship or a boyfriend. Like obviously I've been in situationships which we were talking about before we started, but I've never like had that like feeling of being like, oh, like, you know,
I like someone, or like, this is my boyfriend. What does that feel like? So not having dating apps, I'm like, ugh, am I like missing out on something that everyone else is experiencing? But at the same time, it's also not working, so I really don't know. That's the thing I've been thinking about too. I'm like, am I potentially missing out on something? Because I'm the same way as you. I've never had a boyfriend. I've never had a relationship, and it is something that I want now. And I'm like, by not being on it, am I somehow like, what if I miss the like someone I could potentially date? And I'm not a person who thinks we all have like one person. Like I don't know about all that. But I'm like, what if I missed, you know, at least like an opportunity like to date someone for a bit and experience that. Yeah. But I don't know. I just think it's going to happen the way it's supposed to. And like, I don't know. Sometimes we need a break. And like you said, it wasn't working.
Which is so funny too, because I made a video about Hinge and this person commented, right as I was about to delete Hinge, I met the guy who was like now my long-term boyfriend. That's and you crazy. Know what happened the last time I was about to delete Hinge? Right.
Wasn't it British boy?
Yeah. About to delete Hinge. Right. And I was so over it. And I'm a serial deleter of dating apps. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. I think I might have. But I delete dating apps all the time because it's just like, it's too much. It's stupid. It's like, I'm like, I'm over this. I'm not like trying to seek validation. I want to just find someone. Yeah. So I was about to delete it. British boy ruined my fucking life. So.
Yeah. And I think that's what's hard about dating apps is not everyone is with that mindset. Like, we're not just trying to pass the time and get some attention. It's like, we're looking for something real. And a lot of people aren't like doing that on dating apps. So it's like hard when some people are looking for friends and some people are looking for their person and some people are looking for something casual. Some people like, it's so hard. Yeah. There's so many different factors, but I think some space is good sometimes.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. We're going to New York in 2 weeks.
Yeah, basically.
So we'll see. I'm probably not going to download it. I think I'm going to stick to my word and not download it until I get a job. But Monique will tell us all when she re-downloads and how that goes. But it is, I fear, cuffing season. And I'm not having a dating app during cuffing season.
It's really crazy because I really do feel that. I feel that so heavily. And also I keep getting things on like, which... let me just say this. I keep getting things on TikTok about like October is like the month that you're gonna find love, blah, 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 blah.
If I see another one of those, like I'll be scrolling, it'll be like, if you're watching this on September 24th, stop scrolling. This message is for you. And it's like, you're gonna like find love and like you're gonna get that job that you've been wanting. And I'm like,
yeah, literally.
Like, what?
All of my horoscopes that have been coming up and like my rising sign and like my star sign, moon sign.
Yes.
It's been like, oh, like love is coming, partnership, also like work, stuff like that.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay. And also let me just say this too. Every person on TikTok, I'm going to need you to stop saying that man is coming back into my life.
Thank you.
I fear if British Boy came back, he could potentially ruin my life 2 times.
Yeah. See, that's what I keep seeing those videos. Like, he's going to text you. Like, he's going to come back. And I'm like, no, I don't want mine to come back. I don't want to ever speak to him ever again because no, I don't want that.
I wish I could say the same because I would love for him to come back, but at the same time, I would never be able to trust him the same way.
You could never trust him.
I'd be like, what are you gonna just like?
Yeah,
let me know.
You could never know. That's just the thing with it. They can come back, but it's like it just can't be.
Yeah,
this can never work.
What are you gonna leave me in the next week? Just tell me this time so I can prepare myself.
Yeah,
so
at least be like, I'm about to block you and never speak to you again.
Yes.
At least like a message beforehand.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can at least prepare myself instead of like being like ripped to fucking shreds when I was literally fine by myself, not asking for anything.
And you know what's annoying? It's like these things will just be such a blip in time. It's not even that long. Right. And it's like you weren't even crushing that hard. You were just like, I kind of want to go on another date with you. Yeah. And you're kind of cute and I kind of want to keep talking to you. It's not like I'm in love. You're going to be my boyfriend. It's just like, hey, I kind of like you. And then it ends horribly and you think about it for a whole motherfucking year later.
Yeah. And you know what? That's the thing. That's the thing. It's because like the not knowing. It's like because what could have been.
Yes.
That's what drives you crazy.
Sense.
Because here's the thing. It's been British Boy and I were like maybe a month and a half, barely 2 months.
Yeah.
It's now been a longer period of time since we've been talking to each other since then, and I cannot stop thinking about it.
Right.
And it's because of what could have been. It's what could have happened.
That is so irritating.
Like, also not my fault really because this person sold me a lie, so that's also kind of not my fault. But anyways, moving on.
Right. Literally. I know. I think about it like was mine. Like that. Bleep that, please, Lord. Like so long. Like we talked for like 2 months and it's been like 6 months and I'm like, why am I thinking about him still? And it irks me. And I did see him the other day in person in real life.
Stop.
In Sephora of all places, and it just like reset me off again. I was like, great, now I'm irritated. I saw him, I know he saw me.
Yeah.
He lives in the building across the street, so every time I see that building, I'm like, awesome. I'm so thankful to be reminded of this every day of my life. But
okay, it's good to know that I'm not like the only one.
I know, I feel crazy.
Yeah, I feel fucking insane. I'm like, oh my God, why am I still here thinking about this guy who clearly... I don't know what the fuck happened with him, but probably doesn't give a fuck about me.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way he's thinking about me.
No.
He's just living his life.
Literally.
Like, do. And I'm like still thinking about him 6 months later. That's embarrassing.
I
feel like a clown.
No,
just put the clown over my face for the rest of the episode because that's what I am.
Because I feel like a fucking clown too, but...
I'm irritated. I think we needed to get that off our chest.
Yeah. So the theme of the episode that we've chosen today.
When we started the episode, we didn't say the name of the podcast, our names, or what we're doing or talking about this episode.
Well, hi guys.
It's too late. It's too late.
Oh my God, what is going on?
But I'm Seth.
Yeah. Hi guys, this is Seth. I'm Monique.
Just in case, I don't want them to like confuse names with voices.
Right,
like I want, but this is the Game Half podcast, I guess. And today we're going to be doing and reading some Am I the Assholes that we found on Reddit. I feel like they're mostly like spooky adjacent or like Halloween themed. That's why we're in costumes also. We didn't explain why we're in costumes. It's October. It's spooky season.
Oh my, we literally... We did not introduce.
We just like started and then got into dating apps and then it just was a spiral from there.
Right. But yeah, it's Halloween. That's why we're wearing the costumes, guys.
So we just have been talking for 30 minutes and we're in these I'm in a literal insane costume. We're wearing these and we didn't address it.
No.
Didn't talk about it at all. Didn't say why. But we're gonna be reading Am I the Assholes today.
Yeah.
That are Halloweeny, hence the Halloween costumes. And yeah, it's October officially. It's my favorite month of the whole year.
Mine
Both
too.
of our birthday months.
Yeah.
It's my favorite holiday. I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
Quite literally, so many of my friends their birthdays are in October. Your birthday, my birthday, their birthdays are this month. Like literally.
Yeah.
So
there's
crazy.
a lot of October babies.
Yeah. October, I fear, is the best month to be born in.
It's the best month of the year.
Like Halloween, fall, like, it's just everything.
Pumpkin, cozy, fireplace, like the movies, Halloween Town, like I love all of it.
Scorpio season.
Right. And Libra season.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways.
So should I start?
Yes.
Okay. Let me read one of these. These are Am I the Assholes? So if you don't know this, people post on Reddit and they're like, they tell a story about something they feel bad about, or they're like, should I feel bad about this? Am I the bad guy?
Yeah.
Are they the bad guy? And they just tell their stories. And a lot of them are shocking. I feel like I should start off with like a shocking one.
Okay.
So let me see.
Now, we have to start off with, I already know the answer to this, but did you already read these?
Kind of.
Okay.
I like made sure that they were slightly entertaining, but do I remember any of them? No. That was like 12 hours ago. I was half asleep. So I just perused it, made sure the story was like good and made sense and wasn't too long, but not really.
Okay. So this is going to be a surprise for both of us.
Yes. Okay, this one's pretty crazy. Okay. Am I the asshole for hating my wife's creepy hobby project? Okay, this sounds insane, but I swear my wife is totally normal otherwise, which makes this so strange to me. For context, we're both in our late 30s and live in a pretty typical suburban neighborhood where we all know each other. My wife has always loved trashy movies and shows about infidelities, and she eats up true crime about spouses killing their cheating partners too. She just says something about it makes her morbidly fascinated, in her words. Well, a couple months back, we had a scandal in our neighborhood where a married couple in the neighborhood divorced because the husband cheated. No, there wasn't murder or anything like that, but she became obsessed with learning every detail from every neighbor. No matter the occasion, be it a baby shower or a cookout, she would bring it up hoping that there would be any new information. A month later is when I stumbled on the board in her home office. I was doing some cleaning and I found a massive bulletin board facing away, leaned up against the wall. Curiosity got the better of me, and I turned it around to find a literal fucking conspiracy board of all of our neighbors' pictures with lines of yarn connecting each other like a fucking Pepe Sylvia meme. I was totally confused and asked her what this was, and she told me it was a hobby she had recently started where she would track rumors or likely candidates for cheating on the board. The yarn represented who was possibly cheating with whom. She had clearly gotten all the images on Facebook or some social media and printed them out, and even had a few sticky notes with details. I told her this was creepy and insane, and she said maybe if I was doing it as a man, but she is just having harmless fun as a hobby, and she wouldn't be crazy and try to oust anyone based on rumors. She just liked feeling like a detective. She told me to view it like a creative art piece. I was still super weirded out, but let it go, or tried. I thought about it a lot. Well, every now and then, I admit to checking the board when cleaning, but just a couple days ago, I looked to see that now I was on the board with yarn attached to a neighbor's wife I am casual friends with. I asked her why she would add me if she thought I was cheating, and she said that was a different yarn color for potential matches for cheating. She said if it makes me feel better, she was planning on adding herself to the board soon. Well, I got pissed and kind of lost my temper about it. I told her to get rid of the board or our marriage will be in trouble. Things have been super rocky since. Sorry for the long post. I am starting to feel bad and it hit me more than usual this morning. Should I apologize to her? And before you ask, no, I don't suspect her of cheating. Honestly, I wish she was because it would at least make more sense than this. Am I the asshole?
Oh my God. Okay. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to say this person isn't the asshole, but I think, no, I was going to say maybe the way they approached it, like it was bad, but no, like that's like a fucking crazy thing to be doing.
That's my thing. That's an insane thing to do. And so the fact that he had a reaction and was angry and upset is fair.
Oh,
like
100%.
Can you imagine the yarn? You're a serial killer. I'm sorry. You're an actual serial killer. And then you look a few weeks later and your picture's on it with yarn. No, we're done. We're absolutely done.
I think like for this woman who like loves true crime, loves stuff like that.
Yes.
I fully understand because I love true crime. I love stuff like that.
Yes, me too. I love true crime. I love the podcast, the documentaries, like love.
And I think it's so good to learn about like people, their capabilities, and like how to be protect yourself and be careful and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But also they quite literally have like games that you could like play to like solve.
If you want to pretend to be a detective, there's ways to do it that don't make you look like a serial killer.
Yeah. No. So I'm gonna say like he's not the asshole, but like also.
How do you feel about the ultimatum?
Oh, like, I don't, okay, that's the thing I don't like, because, like, if your marriage is, like, fine, and it's just this one thing that's, like, fucking, which, but it is very weird.
It's so weird.
But if your marriage is fine, like, I think we can be like, hey, like, let's shift this somewhere, but not ending our marriage over this.
Yeah. I think, that's just, like, when someone gives something that's so, like, either do this or I'm divorcing you, I'm like, then divorce me. Like, just divorce me then. Like, what do you mean if I don't do this one thing? Like, we have to have bigger problems than the one thing.
Which, again, that's a fucking crazy thing to do, but
it's actually crazy.
We should not be getting a divorce over it. Okay, I did something really fucking stupid and crazy, but like,
maybe they could be like, you're right, that I got too obsessed with it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna throw it away. It's not gonna happen again.
Let's
like, you're right.
Redirect our energy somewhere
else.
Let's
see someone a divorce,
girl,
for a craft project. He's not the asshole, but also like.
Yeah, we can't be divorcing people over like a little crazy moment, because I fear like if that happened, then I would.
My marriage isn't gonna last very long. That I'm never gonna have. Anyway, do you want to do one?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ready.
Am I the asshole for choosing my budget over my boyfriend this Halloween? I need some perspective here. This whole thing is so out of control. I, 28 female, own my own house. And my boyfriend, 29 male, moved in January. Mm-hmm. We had a ton of early money arguments and agreed that we would keep to a household budget. Also, he agreed to pay down his credit card debt. I have more flexibility in my personal spending than he does. Early after we moved in, my BF told me that as a kid, he always wanted to live in one of those houses that were totally decorated for trick or treat and she could have said trick-or-treaters. Anyways, for trick-or-treaters and handed out full-size candy. Mm-hmm. Here's where I messed up. I took this as a comment and not a plan. When the end of September came, we went to the Halloween store, and he was under the impression we had savings for this. I didn't know. We go over the monthly budget together, and it was never listed. When he found out that there were no Halloween savings, we had an argument. Afterwards, I talked to my friends who all said he had talked about trick-or-treat. Okay. Afterwards, I talked to my friends who had all said he had talked about trick-or-treaters intensively and how much it meant. I chalked this up to a misunderstanding on my part, so I came up with $500 of my money and went to him with an apology. Okay.
Okay.
He decided to buy one big piece, an animatronic clown, and some lights. It burned through the $500, plus he put a little on his own credit card. He wanted another big piece and was mad I wouldn't put it up on my credit card. I asked if he wanted to put up handmade decorations or spider webs, and he said it would look cheap. A few weeks later, we had a fight over candy. He was still stuck on buying full-size candy bars. We easily get
full-sized candy bars? Are you a crazy person?
No, we easily get over 250 trick-or-treaters, and I said we don't have that much money. So we got the bulk bags of good small candy bars.
Like a normal person.
Right. I also had these little coloring books for the allergy and diabetes kids.
Aww.
Jump forward to Halloween. Early kids show up, and he is letting them grab handfuls. I remind him we have a ton of trick-or-treaters coming, and he got really annoyed. I had ordered pizza for us, so I get it and go inside for about 10 minutes. By the time I came back, the trick-or-treat bowl was empty. He had been dumping a third of the bowl in each kid's bag and had given out all the coloring books to whichever kids came along. He told me that I'd have to run out and buy more candy on my credit card.
Oh, God.
I said I wasn't going to do that, and it wasn't my fault. He'd handed out 20 pounds of candy. He started yelling at me right there in front of the kids, and I was told... I told him to come inside. He responded that he wasn't stopping trick-or-treating, even if there was no candy. I told him to have fun with the clown and went inside. He came in 15 minutes later, then demanded that I leave for the night so that he could clear... Bitch, this is my fucking house.
I paid for?
My home?
No.
Yeah, no, ma'am. Okay. Then he demanded I leave for the night so that he could clear his head. He argued it was fair because I had already eaten, and it was my fault that the trick-or-treat was ruined because I'm cheap. I handed the rest of the pizza. What? I handed the rest of the pizza at him. Oh, I handed him the rest of the pizza.
Got it.
And refused. He left and went to a friend's house, and I guess they spent the rest of the night drinking, handing out trick-or-treat candy, and texting me how awful and cheap I am.
What?
First of all, there were some typos, but that's it's okay, girly pop. But second, not the asshole.
No.
Girl.
She seems a little type A, which
Right.
But my thing is, like, if they're married, then, like,
Which
that's not a
no,
shocker.
they're not even married.
They're not
That's
married.
her.
Okay.
It's her boyfriend.
No.
Which
No.
don't move into my home.
No.
We get an argument, and then you tell me that
To
I
leave.
have to leave.
No. Be like, I'm headed out.
Yeah.
Be like, you have to go. That's so weird.
No.
And yeah, I don't know. I love Halloween. I love splurging. I love, like, making fun purchases and, like, you know, for the kids. It's fun. It's Halloween. Like, whatever. But, like, to then blame her and then be
Right.
like, this is your fault. You ruined everything because you
Right.
wouldn't spend money too. It's like,
Girl.
not her fault.
Exactly.
Obviously.
My thing is, clearly this woman is in a different financial position than he is.
Yes.
She has more disposable income. She doesn't seem to have credit card debt, and he's like paying off his.
Yep.
But just because I have more money doesn't mean I then have to fund
Spend
things
more.
that you want to do.
Yeah, that's very
Like,
true.
Unless we agree upon it and we sat down and we made this plan.
Yeah. And, like,
about-
I'll cover the house and then
Yeah.
you cover other things. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would have been fair, but to be like, you fucking suck.
Yeah,
Like,
you ruined Halloween.
you ruined this for me.
Literally, because she didn't want to spend, after spending $500.
Right. Like, also, yeah, I gave you $500.
And bought all the candy.
Yeah, I think we're good here.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm spending more than $500. I don't even
No.
think I'm spending $500 for trick-or-treaters.
No, not for
Unfortunately,
children.
no.
Sorry, children. But just no.
No, unfortunately, I'm buying like maybe 4 packs of those big candies.
And when we're out, lights are off, locking the door. We're
Babe,
done.
right.
We're wrapping up shop. We're not making trips back to the store.
No. I
No.
fear.
No.
I fear no. Because guess what? I'm not your fucking parent.
Exactly. Why do I have to pay for the children
Yeah.
now?
So, not the asshole.
No. Am I the asshole for telling my brother he cannot stay with me over Christmas if he brings his prosthetic leg? This one's Christmas.
Wait,
I don't know why I
what?
screenshotted this. My younger brother has a prosthetic leg. I think it is creepy as fuck, and I have no idea where he got it. I'm reasonably certain that it is something I would rather not know.
Wait.
To be clear here, my brother has 2 perfectly healthy legs still attached to his body. He just has this thing he takes with him everywhere. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't want to know. Before you ask, yeah, it is probably a mental health thing. He wanted to stay with me rather than our parents while he is home for the holidays. I said he was welcome to stay so long as he doesn't bring that thing into my house. He said it wasn't a big deal and that he would leave it in his luggage. I agreed on the condition that if I saw it outside of his luggage in my home, then I had the right to destroy it. He backtracked on staying with me and is at our parents' house, where he is miserable. They still treat him like a little boy instead of the guy who was almost 30. He called me again after supper. He called me again after supper and asked to please stay with me. I said he could so long as we together took his thing and put it into storage unit until he leaves. I get the key. He won't do it. He says that I'm being a bitch for not letting him stay with me. Think he needs to get therapy or medication or both or a girlfriend, boyfriend, dog, cat, hamster, something. Just not a goddamn prosthetic leg. Am I the asshole?
First of all,
Oh,
love that
Lord.
this is Christmas because I also love Christmas.
Right.
Second, I fear that if you don't get your brother to a mental hospital soon,
Yeah.
this will only get worse. Because
I think we need to talk to someone.
babe, why is he attached to a prosthetic leg? Where did he get it? Why does he need it?
And it's like one thing to be like, I got this thing and it's weird and you're like, okay, but to like have to bring it everywhere.
Right.
There's something we need to like talk to someone about.
So not the asshole, but also like we need to like step in and kind of like help him a little bit.
Right.
Cause what the fuck?
Right.
Like, and I know boys.
So shocking. I was the same way as you. Like when I first started reading this, I was like, what? She's being so mean.
Yeah,
and then I was
yeah,
like, oh, he has 2 legs. Oh, that's weird.
I'm like,
At first I was so pissed.
babe, Interesting, but yeah, okay. Am I the asshole for making my daughter return a Halloween costume? This happened in October, and my daughter is still acting cold and hardly speaking to me. My daughter, 16 female, works an after-school job 5 days a week. Her high school had a costume contest for Halloween. My daughter and her friends planned a group costume to enter. She went with her friends after school to buy costumes. I picked her and her friends up from the store, and they showed me their costumes. My daughter spent $80 on hers. I was pissed. That's a lot of money to spend on something you're going to wear for a few hours. Very irresponsible use of money. I told her as much in the car. What? I told her as much in the car.
I told her as much. So she's saying like I told her all that.
But then she also told her it was ridiculous.
Oh,
I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, some of these are just written by like normal
Right.
people, so there's a lot of typos in them.
But basically, she told her it was ridiculous.
Yeah, okay.
I dropped her friends off and took her back to the store to return the costume and accessories.
Oh my God.
Her friends found someone else to take her place in the group, and they won the contest and $100 Visa gift card to split. My daughter came home from school on Halloween upset. She claimed she had to sit and watch while her friends had fun, and she missed out on everything. I pointed out to her after splitting the gift card, it would be less than she spent on the costume, and it was only a few hours. It was only a few hours, but she didn't want to listen to my reasoning. Now, a month later, and she is still... Girl, can we proofread? Fuck. Now a month later, and she is still moody and mostly ignoring me. My ex-husband told me I made her miss out, and she works so much, she missed out on a lot of stuff with her friends, and I could have just let her have this. But at the end of the day, I saved her $80. I was just trying to teach my daughter how to be responsible with money. She could have gotten a cheap costume, especially since she would have only worn it for a few hours. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I fear you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Because, like, she worked, she earned that money. Let her spend it on the Halloween costume. Like, if it's irresponsible, she has to learn that.
Exactly.
And you learn that by... I did stupid stuff when I was young. I remember one time I bought this board game that was $100, and when I was like 8, that was a lot of money.
Right.
$100. So I like saved up, bought this game. I hated the game. Like, we played it once, and I was like, this is stupid. I hate it. And I was like, I wasted $100. Now I will never forget that. And I make sure before I buy something.
Right.
It was a lesson learned. And you robbed her of that.
Exactly. And I think, like, sometimes, like, experiences, like, even though it was just for a day or a moment, like, this is an experience she was going to have with her friends. And, like,
I'm sure they would have taken pictures, and for years she would have looked back and been like, oh, guys, remember when we won this Halloween thing? That was so fun.
And it's like fun and cute. And guess what? If she's working and it's her money, then it's totally fine. Like, I feel you can only tell your kids what they can and cannot do if they're spending your own money and that kind of thing. Well, obviously,
I agree.
Like, if they're living under your house, it's a different story. But, like, if they're spending your money, absolutely, I understand. You don't want to spend $80. You think it's ridiculous. Fine. But to force her after buying it to go back.
That's crazy. That's where I think it's past the line. Like, you could have been like, hey, that was irresponsible to spend your money on it. And she would have been like, well, I worked and earned my money, and that's what I want to spend it on. And you could have said, okay, but I think that was irresponsible.
Yeah.
And left it at that.
Yeah.
Like, making her go back to the store and forcing her to return it is crazy.
Yeah.
When she spent her money on it.
Yeah. And someone commented, congrats, you just strained your relationship with your daughter for $80 that wasn't ever yours. Hope it was worth it.
1000%.
Yeah,
that's the tea.
That's insane.
You did all this, like, for
what?
For $80,
for what?
And it wasn't even your $80.
So crazy.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for thinking my husband is gross and creepy after finding out he takes pictures of women at stores? I, female, 37, have been married to my husband, 42, for 14 years now. We have a total of 4 children, 2 adopted and 2 biological. I am not sure if this matters, but I have been a stay-at-home mom for the past 5 years. About a month ago, I found a locked folder in my husband's cell phone. As he realized I had found his locked folder, he snatched his phone and headed towards the door. I immediately followed, thinking he was messing with me. I will spare you the details and fast forward to the beginning or end of that night. To the beginning or the
Girl,
like
what are we doing?
Before I do, I should clarify that we both have had access to each other's phones. As he was getting ready to leave, I stopped him and said, if you leave and delete anything, I will not be able to forgive him. Did I miss something here? Okay. If you leave and delete anything, I will not be able to forgive, and it'll mess me up. He chose to run and delete. I found him about 10 minutes later towards the back of the property, hiding and deleting. In my anger, I yelled for him to stop deleting and show me what was going on. My entire life froze while I saw pictures and videos, most were 2 to 3 seconds long, of girls walking at grocery stores or standing in line waiting to pay. These pictures dated back almost 2 years to 1 week old. Obviously, these beautiful women did not consent to their pictures being taken. In my state, you can take pictures in any public setting, and he wasn't taking any gross picture. To add more detail, in the past, he has done pretty awful stuff that I chose to forgive to keep our marriage together because he's a great father, and at the time I felt he was worth keeping. He has since started his counseling, but I am having more bad days than good days around him. When the day is good, I often try to think that we can make things work. So help me. Am I the asshole?
Girl. Unfortunately, if you have said your husband has done other bad stuff in the past that you've forgiven, and then this happens,
and you have more bad days than good days, it's time to call it quits. I fear
we have to be done. We can't be doing this because guess what? That's not a normal thing to do.
No, that is really creepy.
Yeah.
That is very, very creepy.
She is absolutely not the asshole. In fact, he's the asshole for doing that because not only is he fucking with his own family, but he's like fucking with these random girls who have no idea that there's just pictures of them on this fucking creepy. What is he doing with the photos? Why does he have them? Why does he
whacking off to them?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
And that's really disturbing.
Yeah.
And like, I fear that this is like, I didn't know this, but this is like a thing.
Men do this all the time. Yeah.
That is creepy.
Yeah.
You are creepy if you go into public and you're like, that person is hot, and take a picture or a video of them. That is weird.
Men literally do that all the time. Like, they'll go and it's like I understand, but like, if I've ever seen girls like doing that, it's usually like in a way that's like not like, it's still creepy. It's still creepy, still weird. It's a stranger. You don't know that person, like, right? But it's not in a way that's like demeaning to the guy.
Yes.
But when men do it, it's like up the skirt, she's in a weird position, or like her body parts, like her legs, like I'm like,
yeah, it's not like their face, it's like their body, and like weird videos of them just like walking, and it's not like, look at how hot this guy is at a party, or like, I'm at Coachella, this music festival, look at how hot that man is. It's like in a grocery store, it's like walking down the street, it's like creepy.
Yeah, and I could understand, okay, maybe a guy did that too, and he was like talking to his like group chat, oh my god, I just saw this girl, she's so hot, like took a photo of her real quick, that had no malicious intent.
Yes, for sure.
I think that it's also about the intent, but also don't be taking pictures of random people.
They do it like when they're alone, they don't show anyone. Like, I don't know why it feels better when they're like, guys, look at this hot person I see, not like keeping it to like,
exactly,
just look at it. That's so weird.
That's like a private thing you're doing. That's fucking weird.
You're not telling it. You're not, hey chat, like look at this, it's weird. There's a difference. There's nuance.
There's a difference.
There's like,
it's intention, how you're doing it, and also like, that's fucking creepy. Why are you doing that?
But also, even when I see videos on TikTok and these people be like, look at this hot boy at this thing, I'm kind of like, what if you were scrolling on your thing and someone had taken a video of you, like, I don't know, it just makes me feel a little strange.
Also, like, putting that on their internet, like, I get, like, if you're talking to your friend, because like, I'm so sure I've seen a hot guy one time and been like, oh my god, and like told my friend, and then she's like, bitch, take a picture, and I'm like, no, I'm just scared, like something like that. But you're putting that on the internet, you're when like they don't know you, like, you don't know this person, you don't know like if they want to be private, maybe, like, that's a little bit much. It's a little odd. So not the asshole, the asshole. Okay, I think am I the asshole for kicking my boyfriend's girl best friend? No. Immediately, no. Out of my Halloween party because of her costume.
Just when we say boyfriend's best girlfriend, you lose me. You lose me. The story needs to end there.
Exactly. Girl, stand up. Girl, stand up.
Right.
Okay.
We haven't even started. We've read the title of this. The title.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'll cut to the chase. I, 19 female, had a Halloween party over the weekend. I invited my boyfriend, 21 male.
Okay.
And
how old is she? Sorry?
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay.
Continue.
And a bunch of our friends over, including his girl best friend.
See, it just keep already. It's just downhill.
I will call her Agatha. My boyfriend and I decided to dress up as Peter Pumpkin Eater. If you haven't seen the costume, this guy wears a shirt that says Peter, and the girl dresses as a pumpkin because, well, you know.
Oh, okay. That's really weird.
I was pretty excited just because I thought it was a funny and cute costume. Mm-hmm. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was going to be. See, no, girl, you keep that shit under lock and key.
No, we're not telling Agatha what we're dressing up as.
Right. I explained the couple's costume my boyfriend and I would be wearing, and she replied that she would probably just come as a sexy cat.
Rare.
Fast forward to the night of the party. Everyone is having a nice time. Well, it was until Agatha walked in dressed as, can you guess?
No.
A pumpkin.
No. No. A pumpkin?
Yeah. So she went over, hugged my boyfriend.
No.
I swear the room was silent. I was pissed. I asked if I could speak with her privately, and we went into the bedroom. I asked why she chose the costume since she knows the details of the joint costume between my boyfriend and I. She said she didn't see the big deal and thought it would be better as a group costume. I told her I didn't think it was funny and I would prefer that she change. I offered her a witch costume that she could borrow for the night. She turned red and started to yell that I don't get to control what she wears. I told her that she was disrespecting my relationship by insinuating that my boyfriend and her have sex. Okay. She kept screaming about how funny it was and I needed to lighten up. I ended up asking her to leave. She stormed out of the house. I returned to the party. My mood shifted and my night felt ruined. My boyfriend agrees that she crossed the line. Thank fucking God.
Jesus, the bare minimum.
Literally. And is planning on cutting her off completely. Period.
Okay.
He redeemed himself.
Okay.
But a few of her friends are saying that I was being dramatic and I should let her stay. I guess I'm wondering, am I the asshole?
No.
Girl.
No.
Fuck Agatha. Fuck that stupid bitch.
If I told my boyfriend's girl best friend
no, ma'am,
that we were dressing up in a costume that insinuates he's good at eating my that and she's Peter pumpkin eater. She's dressed as a pumpkin.
Girl.
So this costume insinuates that he's eating her.
Girl, I didn't even get it.
And then she tells you, no, I'm going to be a slutty cat.
Okay, period.
Walks in the next day to your Halloween party in your home where your boyfriend is at, dressed as a pumpkin, insinuating that he eats her. And then people are mad at you for being mad about that.
Okay. I fear there's an update. Okay.
Oh God. Wait, first of all, thank God the boyfriend was like, this is not okay. God. We're done. Because I was going to say she needs to break up with him if he takes her side. Lord, what's the update?
Here's the update. I thought since he immediately took my side and blocked her on everything that you all were wrong. Well, it was me who was wrong. It turns out that Agatha and my boyfriend have been sleeping together for months, and they were just really good at hiding it until she decided she didn't want to be his mistress anymore. I found this out when I was at home and hanging out in his room. He was showering after a workout, and I heard his phone vibrating. He had taken his phone, and mine was right next to him, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I opened the bedside table drawer and found a second phone.
Oh my God.
My gut was telling me something wasn't right. Why would he have a second phone? It didn't take me long to guess his password. Guess his password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really?
Okay. What? That we have a second burner phone to hide our mistress on, and the password is 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you dead ass?
On our burner phone that we're hiding our mistress from our girlfriend on.
My fears were confirmed. There was a missed call from Agatha. I looked through the messages and found out the truth. Not only had they been sleeping together, she recently found out that she was pregnant. Oh my God. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Oh my God. The reason she pulled this stunt on Halloween, she was trying to force his hand. I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well. Bitch, you got a girl fucking pregnant. Why are you messaging other bitches?
You have a girlfriend. You have a mistress that's pregnant. And then you're also going to message other people?
Are you crazy?
Dude, that's a full-time job. That's what he's clocked in, Lord. Like, Jesus, who has the time?
Oh my God. I was completely devastated. After his shower, he found me grabbing all of my belongings and putting them in my bag. He asked why I was leaving, and I told him because we were finished. I threw his phone on the bed, and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading with me to hear him out. No. I didn't want to hear it. He could have all of those girls. I didn't want him anymore. He followed me out of the house, shaking, crying. He even followed me all the way out to my car, trying to block my path. I went over the grass around him and didn't look back.
Good.
He sent me a long message about how he never wanted to hurt me.
What the
Okay, bitch. That he wanted me back and how he was using his work phone to text all these women so I wouldn't find out. That was really helpful. I sent his boss a nice little message about how company property was being misused.
Period.
And I saw on LinkedIn he no longer works for the company anymore.
Period.
He blocked me on everything now. I hope him and Agatha have a magical life with their baby. Oh, I heard through the grapevine that he got another woman pregnant too. I'm glad I dodged the bullet.
Yes.
As for me, I'm currently in therapy working on my trust issues, learning how to love myself again after this situation. I have been putting myself out there again and have cut contact with anyone who knew what was happening behind my back. Thank you for the love and support.
Period. Yes.
Girl,
that was a whole melodrama. That was a novella. Lord.
Right. No, I fear, and maybe this is, it would, if I'm in the car and he's blocking my path, there's a 2-second period before I'm like, do I run him down or not?
Right. Do I back over this man in his own parking, in his driveway?
I'm like, either I'm running him over or I'm going around.
That's the thing. You're going to stand in front of my car?
Girl.
I'm in a car.
Girl.
You're going to stand in front of my car when you were the crazy person
Right.
and cheated on me.
You got a girl pregnant.
Yep.
You had this bitch in my face. You had me looking crazy in front of all of our friends. You
Yep.
had this stupid bitch in my face.
Yep.
No, you're done.
You're done. And
You're
I
done.
will run you over fully. 1,000% I will run you over.
That was the craziest story we've ever read.
Yeah, I think that has to be the finale.
Yeah, that was so good.
I also think that I stumbled upon that one and maybe was like, it's too long.
Girl.
But I'm so glad you like read
Yeah.
the chunks, the important pieces.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Oh my God. So, not the asshole,
Oh,
obviously.
no,
Not the
definitely not.
asshole.
But I would like to say that we saw the red flags from the
Right.
title that this man was up to no good.
Here's my thing, which this has nothing to do with Reddit or Am I the Asshole? This has
Yeah.
to do with boyfriends.
Okay.
If your boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
has a female best friend that only they have this special connection, it's only between... No, babe.
No.
You need to investigate that. I'm so sorry. Because men...
It's just not
Yeah.
good.
Men
It's not good.
can be friends with women.
Yes.
However,
Mm-hmm.
there are boundaries that need to be set up, put in place, so
Yep.
there are no lines being crossed.
Yes.
If they have a special connection,
No.
from what? Where did this begin? Maybe they knew each other beforehand, but still,
Mhm.
once another woman comes into the picture and she's not acting any different and like being like, hey, like, you know, that's fucking weird. You're a weird
Yeah.
bitch for that.
Yeah.
Like, I wish my boy.
Oh,
my
God.
get
Oh,
down.
God.
Get.
I just wish. I wish you would try me with that.
I dare my boyfriend to have a girl best friend he's fucking on the side.
That he got pregnant. That showed up to a costume party and embarrassed you and had all of you looking stupid
No.
at your own party in your own
No.
home with your own boyfriend who
No.
got her pregnant
No.
and also was texting other bitches and then got one of them pregnant.
No. Unfortunately, no.
I will run you over with my car. Period.
But yeah.
I think just in general, if you're dating someone and they have a special connection with someone, I'm just like, we
Yeah.
just need to look into it.
Yeah.
We just need to ask some questions, some clarifying questions, because connection from what?
Exactly. Where is this coming from? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
What you are? The only connection you have is with me, bitch. What the fuck do you mean?
Right.
Like these are your friends, but we're in a different category.
Yes.
Like you can't be in that same category with people who are just your friend. That's not okay.
Yeah. No. I fear no.
But yeah. So
Not the asshole. What if we were like, yeah, I think you were the asshole in that one.
So yeah, I dare my boyfriend that I don't have in the future to ever do that to me.
Yep.
And I hope you guys enjoyed those Am I the Assholes?
That was so fun. I love
Yeah.
that. We should do more of those.
Yeah.
I love that this was the Halloween episode and I read a Christmas one. But I fear that we needed to talk about the prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
At least for a second.
Literally.
But we should do more of these. That was so fun.
Yeah, I love that. And also, I'm very right now.
Just from the drink?
Yeah.
Amazing. She packed a punch, folks.
Girl.
Which we're not going to confirm or deny what we were just drinking out of the cans. It could have been a seltzer. It could have been a water.
Girl, what is it? Illegal?
No. Can we post about that?
I don't know.
Hard to say. I also keep looking up at the camera and I'm like getting confused. I'm like, oh, I'm in a full costume with sunglasses on. You have wings on. But honestly, I'm digging the like all black
Period.
wings and then my like all white fantasy. I feel like it looks cute. Happy Halloween, folks. We're excited for spooky season.
Mm-hmm.
We hope you tune in to the next one. We're going to be on location. So get ready. Get ready for the next episode. And we'll talk soon.
Yeah. We hope you guys enjoyed. We love you.
Love you guys.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love ya.